Day 3 of the trip. Seoul to Busan, 611 kilometers. And today is going to be one of the hard days. But we slept well, we stayed in this motel. Last night we had a really fun night, ate some really good food. I'm going to upload a separate vlog about last night next week. So you've got to be subscribed to the channel to see that. Now this morning, I've come down. I think I'm the first one here. Forgot to put my shoes on, but that's all right. Because I'm going to get a big fat coffee. From 7 till 9 we get free breakfast. We've got things like eggs, bread, cereals, hot chocolate, and the best of all, freshly brewed coffee. Look at that. Oh yes. Also, great news, I haven't been to the toilet for 3 days now. However, I can feel it starting to come along. And the great news, why I told you that, here they have a bathroom that's got the water gun on to clean properly. And I love that. Like Joe's house I live in now. 안녕하세요. 좋은 아침이에요. Joe's house doesn't have that. So I'm going to take advantage of that before we go on this 120-kilometer bike ride. So I'm going to drink my coffee, get ready, and then catch up with everybody, and we'll start the day. Another reason you're going to want to watch the video of Suwonbo next week, I was playing with this little baby chick. Subscribe. Before we get the day going, I'll give you a quick tour of my bike, because I don't think I've done that yet. So if you follow my videos, you'll know that I found this bicycle on the street and I fixed it up a little bit. I got some tires, some gears, some brakes, all pretty cheap. But the most important thing, I've got my cycle bags, which makes life so much easier to do this trip. This side I've got my clothes and my towel and toiletries, and this side is kind of miscellaneous, like tools, a bit of food, beard oil, my passport, just random things. Here I've got my tent that was broken on the first night, but I just have to tape it up every night. Sleeping bag, which is very necessary because on a night it gets very cold, and a really thick sleeping mat. And I think I'm the only person that's brought a pillow, just one of those airplane pillows. So that's my bike. This is the weather, and the mountain is somewhere around here. And we're off. I did this last time, so I'm gonna do it again this time. Woo, woo, woo!
So we are on the way to the first checkpoint of day 3, and it's way up on the mountain.
I hope it's not the one on the left, because that's a bit big, that, isn't it? How many kilometers is it?
17.1.
Okay. We're just waiting for a drone. We're gonna get sick footage and then head up into the mountains. We've been cycling through some nice little villages, beautiful pathways by some farmland, but now it's time to conquer the mountain. It's begun. Finally made it to the checkpoint. It's been an absolute mission to get here. I think everyone's up here waiting for me, hopefully. We had such a nice ride going through the villages and through the fields. And I went through a pothole and my bike broke, so I had to push it all the way up the hill. Can you help me please, mate?
Yeah.
Alright, there's a Korean guy here who's, I'm gonna ask him if he can give me a lift down the mountain to find a bike shop. So we've had a lovely day, cycling through the fields, through little villages. The weather's been great. I've had some nice nuts and raisins, but my bicycle's broken. So this gentleman is gonna help me take it to a bike shop in his van. I think the problem is I've got too much weight on the back of my bike, and before I went through a pothole, that could also be the problem, but when I went through the pothole, one of the spindles on the wheel broke off, well, two of them broke off, so the tension's off. So when I spin my wheel around, it gets caught on the side of the frame, and it's impossible to ride, especially up a mountain. So hopefully I can get a lift to the closest bike shop, get it fixed, and carry on with the journey.
He's saying that the closest bike shop is that way, but he said if you go down, it's going to be another 20 kilometers for a bike shop.
Is he going that way?
이쪽으로는 안 가시겠고.
저 일로 가요. 저 어차피 일로 내려. 문경 쪽으로 가야 돼요.
어느 쪽으로요?
네, 여기 문경시 쪽으로 가니까.
Where's he going?
네,
이거는
문경 시티.
I don't know where.
잠시만요.
네, 여기 가면은 이게 저 부산 쪽으로 가는 거예요.
까주세요. 우리는 여기 갈 거예요. 이렇게.
부산.
하나.
오케이. 문경시 쪽.
문경시 같이 태워주세요.
네, 오케이.
Okay, thank you so much.
있는데 사람은.
Okay, so this guy's going to give me a lift to Mungyong City. Never been there, never heard of it. Right, I've got a lift, guys. Take a lift to the next city. Get my bike fixed. Yeah, it's on the way near you guys. So hopefully by the time I get there, get my bike fixed, we can catch up with each other.
Thanks.
Is he going now? All right. 우리는 문경시 갈 거예요.
Myeongnyongsi?
네.
Okay, Myeongnyongsi is here.
Yeah.
So we meet there. It's good, then we can have lunch, meet you there. We're going to this checkpoint and then the next one is here.
So we're gonna go through, we'll click Mungyongshi and let's see if we go through it. All right, well do me a huge favor, mate. Will you get my passport stamped at those
Here?
checkpoints? There's,
Yeah,
here
sure.
and then there's
Yeah.
one, yeah, sure. So I'll go to Mungyongshi, get my bicycle fixed, and then I'll just wait. I'll find a restaurant and send you the location. Might drink a bit of makgeolli or some desperados.
All right.
Before I get my bike down the mountain with the ajoshi, I've got to get my bike stamped. All right, let's go, ready to go. I'll see you fannies in a bit, yeah? 차천고로
오케이.
내려라. 진짜 타고 싶어요. Look how much fun they're having, speeding down the hill. Whilst I'm in the van, I just want to remind you, we're doing this for a good cause, the Eastern Social Welfare Society. It's a kids charity in Seoul, based in Hongdae, and I chose them because it was local to me when I used to live in Hongdae. And so far we've raised about £1,300, and our target is £1,500. So if you want to donate, there'll be a link to the GoFundMe in the description of this video and all the videos of the bike trip that we upload. And as soon as I get to the city, I'm going to get my bicycle fixed and then find a good spot to have some lunch and maybe drink a Guinness. Right lads, that looks so much fun. Buy us an apple. If you see an apple shop, this area is famous for apples. And I'll see you in the city, boys.
하나 안 팔 텐데? 하나가?
사과 한 먹고 싶어요?
No.
No? Okay, 잠시만요. I'm gonna go get myself an apple. They're famous for apples around here. 사과 하나 얼마예요? 하나 있어요? 얼마예요? Oh, free. 감사합니다. Bye bye. I got it for free. Yay! 감사합니다. 사과가 돈이 안 주셨어요.
오케이.
Free.
우리
Oh, service. I got it for free. Dong-yun just told me that his grandfather lives in Sangsu. That's where I live. Do I need to wash the apple? Not really, but I think I need to wash my hands.
delicious.
Extremely delicious. Do you want a bite? Hana? We've arrived in Mingyong City. We're following the navigation. I think he's taking me straight to a bicycle shop. Really? Chachongo gage 있어요? Oh wow, perfect. Right here. Looks like a good one as well. Alright, maybe pop down here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Just down there. Alright, lovely jubbly. 감사합니다. So you can see these spindles, it's missing one here and one here. They'd fallen off. So when the bike was going around, it just kept hitting the frame. Whilst my bike's getting fixed, I'm just taking a stroll around Mungyong City, and it's beautiful. Just walking by the stream, enjoying the sunshine, and enjoying a Guinness, why not? And once my bicycle's fixed, I'm gonna go and find a nice restaurant for us all to go and eat, and I'm also gonna redistribute the weight on my bike so it's not as heavy on the back, because I think that's the problem. The ajoshi fixed my bike for 30,000 won, and I've also gone to another bike shop and they gave me this basket that I put on the front, and I put my tent in there, so it does feel a lot lighter. I've just got this bag and I'm going to ask one of the other guys if they can take it for me. Then I think I will make it to Busan in one piece. The boys are back in Mungyong City.
Hey lads.
Merci beaucoup, Vincent.
De rien.
Nice. We're now departing Mungyong City. It's been good to us. We had some delicious Chinese food, chilled by the river, had a little nap, strolled by the side of the stream. But now the only problem is I can't cycle with no hands because I've got the tent in the basket on the front. And Julian's leading the way. We're gonna cycle south, down the stream, under the sun, 20 kilometers to the next checkpoint. All right, and away we go. We've just been on the nicest part of the journey. It was just surrounded by the lake and greenery with the mountains. It was phenomenal. Now we're at Sangchu Sangpu Bridge, which is the blue bridge over on the right. And then after this, we're gonna skip 2 pages. So 1, 2, and then head down onto the next track. So I've got my stamp here. The next one's Sangjubo, which is about 10 kilometers away. I don't know. We're now at Nakdambo, which is the checkpoint before the one we wanted to reach today. And the next one's only about 15 kilometers away. We've just been powering on through the checkpoints. The weather's been good, the views have been good. The groups have been separated quite a lot, so we've been cycling by myself most of the time or in twos. And as you can see behind me, I'm fixing my bike again. My hands are covered in oil. I'm just too heavy, there's too much weight on my bike. Even though I've had this bike for 6 months in Seoul, I've never had a problem with it. Now I'm on the trip and I've got all this weight, I don't think it can handle it. So I think what I'm gonna do, fill it with air, completely fill it with air, and then tomorrow, the Korean lad Hwa has to leave to go to work. So I'm gonna ask him to take my bike back and luckily he has a mountain bike because I need something with thick tires. So I'm gonna ask him if we can swap bikes. So I'm just gonna power on with this, keep going, and then hopefully tomorrow we can change bikes. And I'll catch up with you again soon. It's now 6:30 and we'll see where we're gonna camp because we want to meet up everybody and see what the plan is. So I'll get back to you soon. I am knackered. Oh, my knee's killing me. I'm such an ajoshi.
보건지소에서 2021년도 국가 건강 검진을
We've just arrived at the final checkpoint of the day by a bridge that's lit up, and there's some toilets here. Today we've done 120 kilometers and I've just got here, but my tent is still broken. Okay, Kali, okay. 감사합니다. So this kind ajoshi was setting up Francis' tent when I got here. So I was like, oh hey mate, can I get some tape? So I'm going to use the tape, set up my tent, and then hopefully he's going to take us to the Pyeongjong to get some dinner. Where's the Pyeongjong? Is it on the other side of the river?
Yeah, it's over the there.
Oh, there, okay. Yeah, we'll ask him if he's got a car, or somebody that's got a car. We'll try to get a lift. Alright, I'm going to set my tent up and then get some food. It has been such a long day. The tent set up, we went over the bridge, got some snacks from the Pyeongjong, and now we're going to go to sleep. And the nice thing is, we've got zero idea what this area looks like because it's pitch black. So when we wake up tomorrow, we could be in for a nice surprise of how nice it is around here. Tomorrow the plan is to go past Daegu, do another about 120 kilometers, and I really want to eat some wangmandu. Wangmandu, delicious. Wangmandu is like a big breaded dumpling. It's cooked on the side of the street. And it comes out steaming so the steam can heat up our sweaty bodies. Oh, anyway, that's the end of today's video. If you've enjoyed it, give it a like. If you're not already a subscriber, subscribe, turn on the bell. And in the next video, we'll be going past Daegu and closer to Busan. Yosh.
조심해 난 해적다 나는 굳이 like 북한산 나와 머리 없어 빛나리 우는 쌍둥이 얘는 조던이지
김치 감자청에서 있다